Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. Welcome back to the 24th finale of the Foreverlocke challenge. I've streamed this game twice before now, this specific playthrough. But that was on my standard Wednesday stream, which is now a Foreverlocke stream where I stream wherever I am in the game. I think the first one was just after Gym 2 or something. I found 2 shiny Mashief that stream, that was huge. There's a highlight video up on YouTube for that already. And then the second stream was just yesterday. I had just beaten the last gym, I think. Beat Arvin, did the League, Nimona, Penny, Clavel, and did a large portion of Kitakami. Finished up Kitakami today on the bus to work and then at work during my break. So now it's time to do the finale. Which, for me, Scarlet Violet finale is considered the entirety of Area 0. Because there's no real lots of battles in a row outside of... There's just the finale of Turo or Sada. I decided, let's make it a bit longer. Let's do the entire thing. I'll probably go through it a bit quicker than in Violet, because Violet still took over an hour. Because I was just exploring, showing some cool things. I don't have the Master Ball yet. I'm not going to catch the... What's it just yet? The Koraidon, because that's post-game anyway. I could try to get... What's its face? Roaring Moon, which isn't my intended target in Area 0. But I'm going to do that post-game as well, because after this finale, I'm not done with this playthrough. Probably when we get to the Foreverlocke stream on Wednesday, I'm still not going to be done. Yeah, I really like this music. I'm here for another reason that I'll explain in a second. But I'm very happy about this music. It's really nice. It's had this nice view to start off with. I think it's really nice. I intend to catch all the DLC Pokemon this playthrough. Already completed the main portion of Kitakami, which meant I now have Ogerpon, and I also caught a Poltergeist. I don't necessarily need a Sinistcha, I can get that next time I'm in Scarlet. My intent is to catch Okidogi, to catch Fazandipiti, to catch Monkidori. Then do the entirety of Blueberry, because at the end of Blueberry, I get Terapagos, and once that entire thing is done, I get Pecharunt. And those Blueberry fights are scary. So I am going to take, after I finish this, and get my Pokemon Hall of Fame, hopefully. The idea is, grab some strong Pokemon, and the intent is still, for the same ones. It's gonna be Iron Serpent the Miraidon, Good Boy the Zacian, and then Tablet the Wo-Chien. Those 3 together. Wo-Chien is pretty defensive, and has Ruination, which is basically the same as the Tapu signature move, halves the opponent's HP, helps with catching stuff. That's gonna be my main squad, and then some other high-level stuff. Let's see, I have Slammer, the Tinkatuff. I have a useless level 50 Gimmighoul. It has Shadow Ball, I guess. And then I find a high-level 2X or something. That's high-level anyway. Saves me having to train it up. Even though I don't have to have the Pokemon within 5 levels of each other, because I've beaten the main game, I'd still like to. So look at Ogerpon. I got Ogerpon. I love Ogerpon so much. That's a nice, cute Pokemon. She's awesome. Yeah, that's the plan for Pokemon. Just get those on the team, level them up to 100 immediately, go get the Kitakami Mons, and then go do Blueberry, and hopefully I can get far with it. Also something I'm going to do, which I don't necessarily need to beat the entirety of Blueberry for. I need to get... Oh, what was it now? Raging Bolt and Gouging Fire. The DLC exclusive Paradox Mons that are also version exclusive. And because I only have the DLC in Scarlet, I cannot get Iron Boulder and Iron... I think it's Iron Crown, the Cabalion one. I cannot get those. Those are the Violet exclusive ones. So those I'm going to count as Mythicals. And redeem them as Mythicals, and someone will have to trade them to me or something. Same with Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Because they are not normally accessible anyway. And that's my plan for Mythicals for the future. Not doing that right now. Remind me to check. Welcome to the stream. Flare the Mennonite voices. Good to see. Okay, so why are we here at Castle outside of it's just a nice view and nice music? 2 things I want to do before going into Area 0. 1. Defeat 2 Scyther to get their items so I can get the team for U-turn. Because as I was looking through my moves, I saw Hack Slash as False Swipe. which was one of the main reasons I wanted Kleavor. The main reason was just because it was a Kleavor. It was a Hisuian that I was really excited to use in a regular playthrough in Paldea. And the fact that it also, and it was within the first level cap, which is awesome. But it could also learn False Swipe, and knowing I wanted to catch a lot of Pokemon still this playthrough, that was just a super bonus. I'm not going to catch anything anymore until I got into the Hall of Fame, so False Swipe might as well get rid of it. So I thought, what's the best move I can put? I could either U-turn, which I was going for, actually Rock Sliding. Because Rock Slide's stronger than Stone Axe. However, Stone Axe will still be nice in the fight against Sada. And nothing is actually weak to Rock in that fight. So I'll still use Stone Axe just so I can get that extra damage in and have some hopefully safer KOs. So I'm gonna get the TM for U-turn, and then I'm going to cast Carafe to buy the Light Clay item. Light Clay item for Friend Ball, just in case I decide that Reflect is a nice idea. Because I'm pretty sure I did decide that I was gonna use Friend Ball in the final fight. I looked through it, I think, last night. And setting up the Reflect, even though only Slithering, Screamtail, and Roaring Moon are the physical attackers, Roaring Moon's probably going to be last. Has the booster energy, already has very high attack stat. Having Reflect might help Kleavor, because my intention is to use Kleavor and Roaring Moon. My intention is to have Reflect up, have Kleavor come out when Roaring Moon comes out, and then work with Kleavor. I don't know how much damage I will have after each Pokemon and on each of my Pokemon, so I might need to heal in between. And then Reflect might help with safety. Just having that set up already and having Light Clay on it will be good. Leftovers on the 3 awards is Eviolite and Pixie. I think that's probably the smartest. Pixie's the backup for Roaring Moon. Could definitely use Pixie against Roaring Moon as well to help take it out. Sir Quax is gonna go without items for acrobatics. And then Casper currently has the Sharp Beak, but I'm actually going to change that to Focusage. I think that might be better. Where's the Focusage? I bought a few. Let's change that. Okay, so let's do a prediction. Just say it in the chat. I'm not going to put up a prediction with the Twitch function. But how many of my Pokemon do you think will make it into the Hall of Fame? With the 6 I have, with the levels they're at, my intention, by the way, is to not use any X items. Because I used so many X items. I really overused them in my first finale. And I feel really bad about it. I did not like how I did that. It's safe, and I really don't want to lose my Pokemon, but I really don't like using X items. Maybe 1 or 2, that's fine. So I feel like I shouldn't disallow myself to use X items. But at the same time, yeah, I find it hard to say, oh, I can only use max 3 X items per fight. Or something like that, or, yeah, it's... I don't know really how I want to do that. My intention is to go without. Maybe mid-battle I'll decide to still use it. So for now, the official rule is still I can use it, because I can use any items in battle that I want. I don't really know what I want yet. Let's see, do we have the healing items? 48 Venusaurs. Yeah, we'll be fine. There's other Scyther around here. Please go find 2 of them. There's one. That's one Scyther Claw. Let's just find one more. So it's peaceful music. That's a Tatsugiri. That's a bunch of dogs. Every time I see a Mastiff now, I'm extra focused on looking if it's a shiny or not, because I already have 2 shinies. There's another side here. Attack. And that's enough. Now we have to cast Carafa. That's what will make the TM and immediately teach it, and then we get the Light Clay. I don't intend to immediately equip the Light Clay. I'm probably just going to do that once we get to the Sada fight. So remind me once we get to Sada, or we're in the lab pretty much, to equip that item before we take the elevator. Kleavor. Bug. U-turn, please. Just the one. Instead of false. And if I recall correctly, Delibird Presence is up here. Chance is on the left here, but Delibird Presence is up the elevator. Edit this. You. There we go. That is one Light Clay. That's all that I want. Oh, they always put you out of the shops in reverse of how you come in. So if I go in and look walking forward, I think, oh, I have to walk backwards now to go away. But no, they spin you reverse. I looked left going in, and now I look right. I have to go left. Now let's go out. No, I don't have to. Now I'm reverse again. Okay, back to Medali. We have our stuff. Who is gonna go in the front for this first bit? So what level are Sada's Pokemon? 66, 67. We're around 80. Yeah, we might be okay without X items, but it's going to be still very scary and challenging, especially with crits. Let's hope it works. You want Foreverlocke, Discord member here, and Casper. They are a little rookie D. I've actually been used in a few fights throughout the game. Took a lot more damage than I would think, and that I expected, but hey, it's a rookie D for a reason. I think Sir Quack's up front. And then Kleavor has to fight one. Uh-huh. No, I don't want to fight the Darkbun. Darkbun, you okay? I don't think he's okay. Aqua Bye. Oh, I just thought maybe Electrode isn't at maximum EVs yet, so I'm not gonna full EV train it. I should have done that before the stream if I was going to. Actually, should I? It is smart, yeah. Where's the chance of supplying this down? Because if I add a new member late on, I always EV train it, and here you can just do that with vitamins. I know I have a bunch of mixed EVs anyway, but I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out on HP. And with all the mixes I've had since then, I might not be max, but I'm close to places. Is there a chance of supply in here? Maybe not, I just don't know where to find it. I know where the chance of supply is in Esquarath, I'll just go there. Yeah, the idea is I just buy a few things to up special attack, just in case it's not maximum, because it might make a difference. I know the others were all added at pretty much the same time, just Sir Quaxley a little bit before the rest. And I know one of them at least is max, so the rest will be too. Because the Team YDXP share. Calcium. Yeah, let's just do 11, see how we can get. How we can use the items, the money on anything else now. I might just want to get some extra ESP candies or rare candies for post game to get my Pokemon to level 100. Alright, let's see how far we can go. Won't have any effect. Alright, it's already at maximum. That was a waste. Thought it might still have a few spots left, but I battled on a Pokemon. Probably also in Kitakami, that helped. Or didn't help, depending on how you look at it. So it'll have a lot of HP compared to, I guess, the base Electrodes. It'll spread of everything else. It's gotta be nearby. I wonder if it's there. Let's see, what's this one? A Sandaconda? I think it's a Sandaconda. Let's go on an adventure. I decided to keep the cutscenes on, even though I could skip them. For most of the playthrough, I had them off just to go through it faster, but I feel like it's appropriate for the finale to have the cutscenes on. I'm not going to read through all the text, because we've been there before in the Foreverlocke. That was in Violet, just 4 playthroughs ago. After this one, it's all the generations are order again, and the only time, anytime soon, in all of my runs, that I expect the order of just Gen 1 through 9 to be interrupted, is playing the 2 Let's Go games. Let's Go Eevee's planned to go first, after this run, and having then done like the post-game with Blueberry and the Terrarium as well. Once that is completely over, I go to the next Foreverlocke game. Foreverlocke 25 will be on Pokemon Platinum, where one of the goals is getting that level 1 Regigigas in Snowpoint Temple. After that run, you would think, oh, I said generational order, so then in Gen 5. No, because after Platinum, I plan my first Let's Go run. That'll be Let's Go Eevee. Then it's Black, then it's X, then it's Sun, and we go in generational order. Because everything Gen 1 through 3, I have played 3 times. That is assuming we don't count XD and Coliseum as the main games, because then you could say I've played Gen 3 5 times. That's why in my stat tracker, the numbers there are a bit higher. I forgot to show the team image that I have for my tracker, but considering I showed the level... I think I showed the levels on my Pokemon. Maybe not. I should show the levels here just to make sure so everyone has the view of the moves. Yeah, I think I did that just before stream that I showed them, just to myself to check. That would be my mother. Yeah, let's have these not adults go into this very scary place that is very, very dangerous with very, very dangerous Pokemon from the past. With just the 4 of them. Without seatbelts. On some kind of flying dragon bicycle. I just said I was going to show you my Pokemon and I walked away. Good job, Alka. Did you say you can fly? Oh my god. Okay, so here's the squad. I think I did show them earlier, but level 81, Cirquax, Acrobatics, Low Soup, Aquajet, Liquidation, holding nothing for Acrobatics. Level 78, Houndoom called Cinder, with Psychic Fang, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, holding Leftovers. Level 79, Friend Ball, the Hisuian Electrode, with Reflect, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Grassy Terrain. Right now holding Leftovers, maybe later Light Clay. We have Hack Slash, the Kleavor at level 81, with Stone X, X-Scissor, U-Turn, Brick Break. Has Leftovers. Pixie, the Hatrim, level 78. Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Magical Leaf, Dark Pulse. Has the Eviolite. And you have Casper, the Rookidee at level 80. Drill Pack, Honeclaws, Brave Bird, Power Trip. Had Honeclaws and Power Trip there the entire time. I don't think I've ever used Honeclaws. And maybe twice Power Trip when the opponent was like at 1 or 2 HP. And I just wanted to use a different move. Alright, let's go. I think this is probably one of those cutscenes that would have been skipped. Penny, how are you holding on? Koraidon, Koraidon, I want to go too. Koraidon! Penny, how the hell are you holding on there? The only thing not making you fall is Nemona's back. How is this safe? I am gonna die here. Thanks, Arvin. Also, thanks Koraidon for flying off early. So appreciated. So unsafe. Looks like he just flies to the bottom. I know I have to press the research station. Just flies to the research station. The quietness first, and then when the music kicks in. I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the original playthrough. Turn my mic off. Turn the game capture on. Because you need to hear this. Arvin slid down with me. Also, I'm pretty sure they weren't done talking yet. But I took the shortcut to Research Station 1. Hello. Research Station. I'm sure nothing bad will happen in about 5 seconds. Nice thing about these Pokemon, they might attack your partner. Which means you get hurt less. Also, Drill Run happens, so that deals a lot of damage. Glimora is there for theming. Lycanroc, assuming Drill Run hits, which is most of the time with this 95 accuracy, you'll be fine. Have a Pokemon that's faster than Glimora, and you'll make it. Let's see, who do I want up first for the next section? Probably Cinder. Actually, Pixie wouldn't be bad at all. Use Pixie. What's Pixie's attacking stats compared to Houndoom? Houndoom is way higher, that'll be faster. Defensively, Hatchim's better though, especially with what's it with Eviolite, so I'll just use it for safety. I should be fine with Houndoom, but might as well play safe. Just a single opponent anyway I can switch after. Otherwise, the Pokemon that comes after would have played a part in it. If I knew it would be, let's say, the 6 Pokemon battle like against Sada, and I knew I wanted Houndoom at full health to fight a Pokemon later on in the fight, then I would have used Hatchim. Or the other way around, if I really wanted to use Hatchim against Roaring Moon, then maybe I would use Houndoom earlier. One done. We continue going down. There's barely any Pokemon I can catch here at this point, just the Paradoxmons. You can find barely any Paradoxmons here on your first run through. There's a lot more spawn, especially in the lower part. The Brute Bonnet might spawn around here, and then you have Sandy Shocks or Iron Thorns that spawn just before Station 2. There's like a sand fall bit that way. That's the shortcut. I'm not actually going to take the shortcut this time because I decided last time I wanted to do the walk around. See how that, where that ends up, and I think it's just not too long of a way around. I just love the music. Sorry if I'm not saying much. I just really enjoy the music. For the theming, if you're without context of the area and the mystique and the secrecy of Area 0, then just hearing the theme, you might just think it's good, you might like it, you might not like it. But I feel like it is extremely fitting to all of what I just said. It fits so well, and I'm really happy it's there. And the way, the timing of when the music starts in Area 0, it starts just no music. When you start walking, like 10-15 seconds later, the music starts kicking in. Wow. Like, I remember the first time hearing that, and I was blown away. I was very positively amazed, surprised, whatever you want to call it. I was very positive. Yeah, in the anime, Nimona has no physical endurance. She's just super excited about battles. She has no physical endurance. Well, not like she has no, but lower than you'd expect. Especially for someone as energetic and excited about battles as her. Is it taking me back? Go Pixie! Do, 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 do. Why are you using baby doll eyes? I know all of your Pokemon have baby doll eyes. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are you using rest? At least you're not damaging us, so I'll take that, but don't use rest from now. Oh, that really doesn't really damage. Oh yeah, because of course they resisted move. Right, let's deal a bit more damage then. Terraform! Pixie! Terra Fairy! It's safe, but it's slow. And Screamtail doesn't exactly have attacking power. Screamtail has special defense and HP. This might take a while. Okay, fine, I'm switching to Houndoom. Because it's not going to attack for the next 2 turns anyway. Dazzle, dazzle! Unless this deals decent damage. Okay, if Umbreon would help me damage it. Umbreon, the only damage... Okay, it has Play Rough. And Psychic Fangs, actually. Yeah, it has 2 physical moves that work with Baby Doll Eyes. Play Rough can hit Umbreon. But if they could just tap it, then next Dazzling Gleam should be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Dazzle, dazzle! Actually, no, I'm gonna put the Twitch prediction up. I have changed my mind. Start a prediction. How many Pokemon will reach the Hall of Fame? 6, 4 or 5, 1 through 3, none. I'm gonna hope for 6. I'm just gonna say 6. I'm gonna do my best for 6. For being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. You can walk past this research station. There's probably a wall, like an invisible wall, like characters saying, "Oh, you shouldn't go this way. Come back to the research station." So you don't walk too far, and you walk all the way to the bottom before having disabled any of the locks. Probably something like that. Do we get auto-healed after a fight? Looks like we get auto-healed. Who's next? Ben Bell. Interesting how I took an electric type onto my team to fight the ground titan. But it's also grass type, so I'm not weak to any of its moves. My family is just unbelievably annoying. She made sandwiches. I wish I could have been there for the sandwich. Oh, that's our vanilla electric. In a way, I like this finale because it's in a way simple, and even though there's some little fights in between, the only big fight you have to really worry about is Sada. There's no Elite Fours you really need to worry about. But also, I wouldn't say boring, but it's less interesting because it's just a lot of walking. And I don't want to do just the one fight, or maybe right in front of Zero Lab for the finale. And I do want to have a finale stream. I want to be able to look back on the last bit, the last few fights, before getting into the Hall of Fame, whether I make it or not. I really like occasionally just looking back at previous challenges, how I got into the Hall of Fame, which Pokemon I have, which strategies I use. Let's go, Arvin. I used the same Pokemon I used the last time against Great Tusk. I also caught Great Tusk. I caught the Titan. I called it fantastic, but spelled with PH at the start. Energy Border! Bye-bye. You're done for. I could fight some Pokemon along the way to get a few more levels. Might be interesting if we fight a few things. I think this is why I'm planning on recording every boss fight victory Pokemon. It is something I have thought about. The only thing you really see is, I think in the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire credits, you see what Pokemon you used in that battle. No, actually, it might only be what Pokemon you had out, like, on the battlefield when you took out the final Pokemon. So likely, it's the one that dealt the final blow. Unless it's something like you U-turn and then they poison damage or something. So that's really cool to see in the credits. And there are games that let you go to some kind of memory person psychic that says, oh yeah, this Pokemon, this Pokemon, this Pokemon in this gym battle. But it doesn't say, hey, you had a Pikachu and a Caterpie on your team against Brock, even though the only Pokemon I used against them was a Nidoran. So I don't intend to record, really, the victory Pokemon. I think that's not a statistic I'm interested enough in. Also, if I want that, then I would have to do that with all previous playthroughs, and I don't have that data of all those previous playthroughs. It's not something I kept track of. The only recording when they were in the fight, no, the team, yeah. So if, let's say, you have a full team of 6 going to Brock, but you take him out, but he's using Bubble with your Squirtle, then Squirtle will be the only one you record. Is that how I'm understanding it correctly? Yep, in current forms I have Meryl for one and Azumarill for another. Yeah, I like that. That's I think what Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire does. I do like that idea. Although no, that's just the winning Pokemon. The single winning Pokemon, not Pokemon plural. So even if you beat 4 Pokemon with, let's say, your Blastoise, but you do the final one with Primeape, you only get to see Primeape if it would have been ORS. Might fight some Pokemon along the way. And then I think Friend Ball's pretty safe against the 3 Pokemon right in front of Zero Lab. The only thing it's weak to is Mystical Fire from Flutterman. I plan to fight a few Pokemon along the way, see if I can get a level or 2 out of it, but I don't really intend to grind much. Thanks for that great shot of your butt, Houndoom. I've seen that a few times before. Oh yeah, I need to cancel evolutions. Luckily in this game you can tap in and it cancels really quickly. Right there. Although, when I fought Oh, what fight was it? It was, I think, the final battle in Kitakami in the main story against Carmine before they go back to Blueberry. Hatchrim evolved. Well, tried to evolve that fight, and it took a lot of B presses to cancel that evolution. I really like the looks of Corviknight's armor here, where it's a little bit more bluey. I think it's probably because of the light shining on it. But I think that's probably the reflection of the iron armor that it has, which makes it feel more like a knight and a little less like a crow, which I feel like works well for its design. It's a bit too much just black. Even though it's not necessarily feathers, it's still the armor, but it's a bit too black and a little less reflective, like I might want it. I don't like that I have to keep canceling. This is why I haven't had an Everstone on these 3 Pokemon for a large portion of the playthrough. I see a Screamtail right around the corner. I intend to not hit it. Because Screamtail would count as my encounter. If I encounter it, then I would catch it, and then I would therefore not catch Roaring Moon. Because the only paradoxes I have are Iron Treads and Great Tusk, which are the Titan, so you get them as a static encounter in Shadow Desert. And then I have Iron Velings, because I decided that would be my Area 0 encounter in Violet. And my intention is to get Roaring Moon, which is the strongest one, Sada's ace, in this. Just like how Iron Valiant is the ace for Sada. No, Turo. Sada, Scarlet. But if I happen to run into another one, then I happen to run into another one and I try to catch that one. I don't have False Swipe on the team anymore, so it'll make it a bit harder. I don't use a Thunder Wave on the team and Yawn, but the Thunder Wave was on Hatchrim, Pixie. But I overwrote that with, I think, Dark Pulse once I got that TM. And then I had Yawn on my Dun Dun Dun, which was my Dunsparce. But that one died in Alpharnata Cavern. And I replaced it with Hisui and Electrode, who does not know something like Thunder Wave. Bunch of Jigglypuffs. Bunch of Jigglypuffs. Espathra might be a legal encounter. I'm not sure if I have the Espathra slot yet. I know I have Flittle. I'm not sure I have caught Espathra. I definitely want, if I ever use an Espathra, to give it the speed boost ability. Oh, hi Flutterman. I thought you weren't supposed to spawn here. Like, you were supposed to spawn, but then you, like, flicker away, because spawn set is a bit weird. I don't intend to catch you. That was a bit scary, but I did catch a Glimmet and a Glamora in the stream yesterday, so I have both those slotted. Hi, more Fluttermane. Hi, Screamtail. You're stuck on that rock. I'm not gonna help you. Check if I have an encounter for... if I have a Spathra already. I have a Spathra. So if I wanted, I could fight an Espathra to... I would fight an Espathra just to get some XP. Let's make our way to the bottom. Go towards the big fight. Nice green tail. I'm not going to fight you because I don't want to catch you yet, even though it probably would be fine, but I prefer to just catch an Area Zero Pokemon in a Master Ball. Hi Dunsparce, already caught a new one for you. Also, this is not where I go. I go here. Don't really care about the items. I think I go down here, or do I go that way? No, I'm pretty sure I go here. I have a totally proper outfit with my festival gear and my winter hat based on Kleavor. Oh hey, it's a Dunsparce. I miss using my Dunsparce. Adding Hisui and Electrode did help with a bit of coverage. But I miss the Dunsparce. I miss Dun. The fact that you can't ride on Koraidon really allows you to take in the Mystique. If you don't fight anything along the way, then it could be very boring for someone. For me, who likes to explore anyway, occasionally do some battles, I really enjoyed Area Zero. Alright, who's gonna get a level out of this fight? No one. Electro's closed though. I'm not gonna grind to any specific level. I did one set of Chansey and Blissey grinding in North Province. I think that'll be enough with how many levels I'm over the Sada fight now. Hi Dunsparce. I'm going to burn you. Rawr. Oh, he's actually gonna hit me. How dare you hit me? Cinder, bite it. Bite the Pokemon. Psychic Fangs. Num num. Thanks for letting us know only now, but I guess, would we have come here if we knew this information? What if we just had the indigo disc now? Would that open the gate and then we just took the elevator to the different spot to Terrapagos? That looked weird. As I was approaching, yeah. Because the reflection on the crystals or something, it looks like there's two panels. That's a bit strange. Yeah, the slot for the indigo disc is there. I can ride on. What's up, friends? Ooh, I can go back in again. Aw, getting pet by Nimona. Group on a great tusk. It's a Fluttermane. I think instead of Brute Bonnet, it's Iron Hands in the original. I think Fluttermane would be Iron Jugulus in the original. In the original, in Violet, I mean. In the other version. Lycanroc isn't as good against this fight. But we still have a really fast Electrode that knows Energy Balls, so we'll probably be fine. So at this point, we know 4 of the paradoxes. Great Tusk and or Iron Treads, whichever one, the Titan in the Shadow Desert, that one's not used by the Professor, the rest is. So Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, and Fluttermane's a forced battle now. And then we had to fight Screamtail earlier. Don't really hit this one too well with Friend Ball. What I can do is set up Reflect and then switch to Houndoom, because Houndoom can't get hit much by him at all unless I use Thrash. Go Cinder! Show them the power of the VTubers. Flamethrower! Okay, yeah, Umbreon, you distract Brute Bonnet, and then Flamethrower by Cinder! Yeah. Show them where you're the boss of the Hellhound Council. You truly lead them. They don't have a fairy move. Otherwise they could have attacked my Buster very well. Actually, I could Terra Electric to make myself not weak to Mystical Fire. So I'm not weak to any of its moves. Let's do that. Terraform! Light Ball mode! Shaky, shaky with the hat on my head. And then we're going to spin. And strike. That's pretty nice damage. Use Mystical Fire, but on the wrong Pokemon. Now that my boss isn't scary, Fluttermane's dead. Yay. One more fight. And that's the big one. Okay. Light Clay. I remembered it. Use, I'll give to you. That this is gonna be the squad. No more training, no more extra fights. Will I make it? Or will I not? I had to do some shopping, so I left for some time, but now I am back. You got back at the perfect time, because we're about to do the finale of the finale. I think the best opener for the big fight would be Hack Slash. And that way I can actually put them in order that they are in my tracker. Because Hack Slash is the first one on that list. I like when my first UR is actually the opener. So I want a Hack Slash, Cinder, Friend Ball. And then Surquax Pixie. It feels weird not having Surquax in the 5th spot. Because it was often higher level than most other Pokemon, so it stayed at the back. But this is the order that they are on my tracker, and if the first Pokemon on my tracker, which is always the first UR that I add to my team, out of the 3. If that's the one I want to lead with against the champion, or whatever the final fight is, then that allows me to put that Pokemon... And that way, the order in which I enter the Hall of Fame is always the order of my party in the final fight. Because that's what they enter Hall of Fame with, or whatever the fake Hall of Fame screen is. And I like that to be the order in my fight. So you got all that you need to get done. Now you're ready for the last battle. Yup. Last battle it is. Pretty scared, but at the same time I'm very excited. My intention is 0 X items. Last time I overused the X items setting up on Iron Moth. But even though I could have just torch songed and like with 1 X speed I should have been fine. Maybe. But I intend to try without X items. And maybe in the fight I'll change my mind. I have an answer to most of them. I don't really know where I want to Terra yet, I'll figure that out, but there was no Pokemon that I'm extremely afraid of in terms of weakness and not having something super effective against them. Think of it, that's a Sandy Shocks. The best Pokemon I have against that to hit it super effectively with is Sir Quax, but Sir Quax is very weak to Discharge. So I shouldn't do that. But then it just takes something that doesn't take a lot of damage. I think I decided I was going to use Pixie, my Hatchrim, against Sandy Shocks, just because it doesn't take super effective damage. Hi, friend. This reveal was huge. You could sort of see it coming if you paid enough attention to it, but still, this reveal is... What the hell? The Professor, what? The Professor's dead? Yes, the Professor is actually dead. This is an AI. The final boss isn't a champion. The final boss isn't the leader of the evil team. Like, you could make the leader of the evil team the final boss in the game as well, if you decide not to have the champion, like Elefor and champion as your thing. Even though the surprise champion could be the leader of the evil team. Like, that's how a game could be made. No, your final boss is the Professor. Which is already, like, really cool in a sense. The only other time that's ever happened was in the original Sun and Moon, where you faced Kukui before you became the first ever Alola champion. Professor Oak was meant to be Super Boss in Gen 1, but that was never put in the game, even though the data for the fight still exists. But here it's not just the Professor. It's an AI. It's an AI Professor. Yeah, this is Scarlet, not Violet. I did Violet playthrough 20. Took a while to get to Gen 9, just because originally I wasn't sure if I could even do any of the Switch games in the Foreverlocke, but I found a way to do that. Found a workaround for some of the transfers and items and Pokemon that I want to do. I want to do some of the trade evolutions, even though this specific user effectively on my Switch is my second user. This one doesn't have Switch Online access. I just have that on my first one. But the first one has the full Pokemon Home. So how I do it is I use my first file, the one that actually can access the Pokemon Home, to take the Pokemon out of my second file, put them in Home, and then put them in a new file once it exists. And if I need to do a trade evolution, let's say I have a Graveler in this game and I want to make it a Golem, I would take the Graveler, like, go into Pokemon Home with my original, like, user, my original account on the Switch, take the Graveler from my second account, put it in Home, from there, put it in my Scarlet game, or Violet, I suppose, but at least a game from on my original file, trade it there, trade it back, put it back in Home, put it in the new file. It's a workaround and it's annoying, but it is how I'm able to do it. In Gen 1 and through 7, it's a lot easier because I do those in emulator on my computer. and I have access to PK hacks with them. I don't intend to do any kind of Switch hacking or adjusting to allow myself to have PK hacks access, even though that would make it a lot easier. It doesn't feel right to me to do that with my system. And with there being no real good Switch emulator, I was going to either do them in real life or not do the Switch titles at all. I'm really happy I found a solution to doing the Switch titles. So I did Sword in playthrough 13. Playthrough 20 was Violet. I did, let's see, Brilliant Diamond 17 is my second Gen 8 playthrough. And then now it's Scarlet. And then the only I suppose side games that are left, because I've done XD, I've done Colosseum, I've done Legends Arceus at least once each. So then only the Let's Go games remain. Outside of Let's Go games, from here after this run, everything will be in generational order for a long time. Until, let's say, I only have Pokemon left in Gen, maybe Gen 2, Gen 6, Gen 9. Then I'll just do more of those runs. Yeah, Flare of the Meta Knight also came back just in time. Can I... Do I talk to you first? I just wanted to put the book in. What? Attack me. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will be no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you've readied yourself for this fight, please place the Scarlet book upon the pedestal. It's been a while since I did this fight. The last time I did this fight was my very first playthrough. Almost 2 years ago. Back when I was in the US with my ex. Back when we were still in a relationship, we played through the games together. I've done the fight before, but in Violet a few times. On a regular Nuzlocke, I think. No, or no, not even. On something else. I did some kind of challenge run. And then I did it for the Foreverlocke. Now we're back to the ancient Pokemon. I like Sada's design more. I like the ancient design more. It's more varied instead of they're all just robotic. Please wait, please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It's up to you now, Savannah. AI Sada switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Bring in the music. Please. Defeat me. At last my dreams will reach. And you're not getting in the way. Build up as you send out the Pokemon, and then when the battle is about to properly begin, it's timing. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals. Gansagyaksu! Alright, lowers my attack. Boom. This is the power the ancient past holds. Splendid, isn't it? I should switch after this because of my attack lowering. I'll heal again with leftovers, which is nice. I also seen your PBO rival battles, and the one I most recently finished was Alan vs. Raihan, which is neat seeing him use Dialga and other ones not from Gen 8. Yeah, a lot of it... Both had a lot of Pokemon that weren't in Gen 1 through 4, so I had to sort of guess. Dialga's Slow Dragon, his ace is Steel Dragon, so Dialga made the most sense to me. Did bug fighting with X scissor be enough in here? I think so. Yeah, because it would do slightly over half of what Stone X would. Excellent. First one down. Stealth Rock are up. None of Sada's Pokemon are weak to Stealth Rock. But it's nice damage. I got more leftovers heal, so I'm pretty good on HP. But I need to remember it is damage. If I can heal safely later, that's good. Fluttermane's second. Probably because Power Gem is super effective. What's a safe option is Fluttermane. Cinder's weak to Power Gem. Friend Ball's weak to Mystical Fire, but only Mystical Fire. But it does lower special defense, which isn't great. Sir Quack's weak to Thunderbolt. Pixie's weak to Shadow Ball, but I could Terra Fairy to undo that, and then it'd be safe. Casper's weak to Thunderbolt. So everyone's weak to something. And the only ones that can get out of the weakness by terrestrializing are Friend Ball and Pixie. But do I want to commit to the terrestrialization now? I don't think so. So I think Friend Ball, and then hopefully I can hit hard enough with Thunderball or Energy Ball. And then I check like how much damage they deal and how much damage I deal as well. And at the last possible second, I use Reflect to set that up for Scream Tail and Roaring Moon. So it lasts as long as possible. Hopefully it'll still be up by the time we get to Roaring Moon. Energy Ball might lower special defense, but I'll go with Thunderbolt instead for the chance of paralysis. And I don't want to commit to Terra yet. I guess I'm going to use it later. That's a 2-shot. Mystical Fire, maybe it won't. That's 100 damage though. With a crit, that's 150. Slightly higher roll, and that's a KO. I think I should just go for the KO. Because otherwise it's too risky with the crit. I could heal first for safety and survival and see where the damage roll might go. But then I have more lowered special attack. And I won't be able to take him out that well then. And I might only just take him out with another Thunderbolt. Or do I risk one in the grassy terrain for heal? No, because grassy terrain will actually take all of them, even though multiple of their Pokemon are like floating, like Fluttermane, Roaring Moon. They're considered grounded because they're not flying type and they don't levitate. So they're actually hit by stuff like Earthquake. Mystical Fire makes sense as the next move. So I could predict it and switch into Cinder. Would be huge for Flash Fire, actually. I don't see a reason why they would Power Gem, because even if they don't Mystical Fire, Shadow Ball's better. Stab and stuff. Cinder resist that. Do I predict the Mystical Fire again? Which makes the most sense. Switch to Cinder, get the power up on Flamethrower, and maybe hit some things with Flamethrower? Because they don't have a... The only thing they have that super effectively hits... Actually, no, they have 3 Pokemon with a ground move. 2 Pokemon with Earth Power, 1 with Earthquake. So Cinder's not actually that safe against any of them. At all. Although, just for the safety against Fluttermane, Cinder would be good. But that's just to take out Fluttermane. And I think Fluttermane might be faster, because its base stats on speed are a lot higher. So then I'd enter their third Pokemon with 3 damaged Pokemon. And I would prefer to have my Pokemon healed. I'm gonna risk it, go Thunderbolt. Just go for the KO. No. It wasn't enough, just don't crit. Or especially don't high roll! That was more than 100. That high roll, if a crit would have caught me there. A crit would have killed me. A crit would have killed me. Alright. Does Sada heal with full resource? If Sada doesn't... No, I need to just attack, because that's more... Yeah, I need to just attack. I can't risk setting up the Reflect. Because then the crit might happen. I need to just take it out. 2 Pokemon damaged. This more. I want to find a Pokemon that doesn't damage one of my Pokemon that badly. And then... heal the rest on that safety Pokemon. Silly question, have you ever used Explosion Self-Destruct in a Nuzlocke? No. I've had it very rarely on a moveset. In a very situational moment, it might be the play. But it's extremely situational, and you always try to avoid a death. And most of the time, using another move in that move slot is more optimal, higher chance to use it throughout the game. Safer throughout the game that way as well, having that extra option. Okay, Screamtail. Has Ice Punch for Friend Ball. Has Drain Punch for Cinder, even though its attack stat isn't really high. It's more defensive, especially on the special side. Has high speed, has high HP. Yeah, defense is actually 99, still good. It's both of its attack stats are 65. So it doesn't deal that much damage. Hack Slash is not weak to any of its moves. That might be good. Pixie isn't either. Pixie resists Drain Punches and Headbutt, gets hit by Plate or Ice Punch, has Eviolite. I think this might be my safety Pokemon. Pixie. And I heal Hack Slash and Friend Ball with Pixie active. Use Pixie to heal the rest. Their strongest move against me, for sure, is Stab and Play Rough. So, likely they're going to use it first. I want to see it, just so I can get a read on what their max damage output would be. For Fluttermane on Friend Ball, we knew it would be... It was 100 damage on the first Mystical Fire, but depending on low roll, high roll, it might go a little higher on the next attack. So let's say 110-ish, plus the crit is 165. So that would have been a KO. If that approximation with the crit gets nowhere near what my HP is, then we should be good. I know I want to use Kleavor again, especially against Roaring Moon. And Brood Bonnet, for that matter. Play Rough. Not even 40 damage. This is the safety Pokemon. Absolutely. Let's go, Pixie. Is there anybody I can really set up with this? No. I can Dark Pulse, I can Dazzling Gleam. I don't want to commit to the Terra. I haven't really decided where I do want to use the Terra, but I don't want to commit to the Terra. Because it might just be useful later. I don't need it here, especially with this safety. There's Powerful Flash, Dark Pulse might make them flinch. Who goes first? It's dead still. Yes, I'll just deal damage, heal every 2 turns. It's gonna take a few hits to take him out, but we're gonna be safe. 40 damage. We should be safe here, I think. This has been just under 40 damage on the average hit, so a crit would be just under 60. But I'm not gonna take that risk. The ones are below 80, I'll heal. And when I believe that I need one more hit to take out Screamtail, I'll heal again to be at high, as maximum HP as possible going into the next Pokemon. Just a skill killing to the critical hit to your Pokemon. It's time you simply gave up, child. I cannot die! I'm actually going to intentionally use the weaker one, Magical Leaf, because I don't think Dark Pulse or Dazzling Gloom would do it. It'll be on the edge, but Magical Leaf for sure won't do it unless it crits. And that way I make sure that the next hit I can take him out in, but I can heal first. Ah, this music, man. So good. That's a crit. We just heal again. Want to go into it with as high HP as possible. No crit here, that's nice. Dazzle, dazzle! Who do I expect next? Brood Bonnet. Brood Bonnet is a dark type with dark moves. Yes. As expected. Axe Slash. Thing is, I want Hack Slash to be at max HP against Roaring Moon. So I need it to heal after Brood Bonnet unless I just don't take any damage with it. And it might Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch might be the strongest move here, yeah. But I think their next Pokemon would be Sandy Shocks, because they only have Sandy Shocks from Roaring Moon left. Roaring Moon's probably... Actually, no. Oh, no, the 3 Pokemon left, and one is Brood Bonnet, yeah. Sandy Shocks, as long as I don't Terra, I think Pixie the Hatcher might again be a safe Pokemon for Sandy Shocks, while healing up a potential other Pokemon. However, Sandy Shocks will for sure deal more damage than... Screamtail, because it effectively is, it has double the attacking stats. Hack Slash, would you X Scissor, please? Obliterated with a 4x super effective stat move. Sucker Punch, that sucks. That sucks, Sucker Punch. Would have been interesting if I had something like Iron Defense on my Pokemon and I could set up with that. Get Brood Bonnet down to get Leftovers heal. But knowing Roaring Moon's attacking stat of 139, which will be boosted by Booster Energy, so +1 attack on an already massive attack stat, and then its strongest move will be Stab... No, not even Stab Dragon Claw. Roaring Moon is Stone Edge. Kleavor's Terra is Bug. If Stone Edge hits, and Roaring Moon is bound to be faster. Roaring Moon one-shots Kleavor, especially with the booster energy. Unless, like, Stone Edge misses, still 20% chance, but So I think I'm actually going to use my backup plan against Roaring Moon. Because I was thinking Hack Slash just because it's weak to Bug, Roaring Moon. But with Stone Edge, no. I feel a stolen backup plan because I haven't Terra'd yet. The Terra is the backup plan. But that means I need to fight Sandy Shocks with something other than Pixie, because the plan is Pixie. Pixie, a 1X, might defeat 3 of Sada's Pokemon in the current plan, while being a safe Pokemon to heal with when fighting Screamtail. Okay, I haven't actually used Cinder this entire fight, but Cinder's not safe against Sandy Shocks because of Stab Earth power. Let's see, what can I do against Sandy Shocks? Hack Slash is weak to Power Gem and Flash Cannon. Cinder's weak to Stab Earth power. Pixie, probably safe, but I prefer not to use it because then it'll get damaged before Roaring Moon, and I really want it to be at full health. Sir Quacks, Stab Discharge, nope. Friend Ball has no weaknesses. Very much resist Discharge, resist Flash Cannon, takes normal damage from Earth Power Power Gem, so Earth Power will keep coming. And with Friend Ball out, I might be able to set up Reflect as well. The main scary thing about Sandy Shocks here against Friend Ball is, I think, the 10% chance of Earth Power lowering my special defense. So, there's two things I want to do before taking out Sandy Shocks. That's heal Pixie and set up Reflect. Reflect is more important because it'll have more of... It creates a higher chance of survival than just the heal of the HP. However, Reflect gets ignored by a crit. Roaring Moon's move against the Psychic-type Pixie would be Night Slash. A high crit rate move. Yeah, Grass resists ground. So it's neutral damage from Earth Power. I'm going to heal first. Just because I'm afraid that Night Slash would crit. And then hope we don't see any crits. But especially I don't want to see special defense drops. That's 80 damage. 80 damage, no special defense drop. 80 damage on a crit is 120. Increase it a bit for a low high roll, 130-ish. Nowhere near what we have. Actually, I could grassy terrain for extra safety. Just for me. But that would give him an extra turn to maybe lower my special defense, so let's not. Reflect! This is why I got the Light Clay. Probably for the Roaring Moon. I like how most of these Pokemon just look like Misdreavus, Magneton, and others. Yeah, they were based on future Pokemon or Pokemon that exist. I like the past... I'm really happy with Scarlet, not only because I like Sada's design more. I think Koraidon looks a bit cooler than Miraidon does. Even though Miraidon's really satisfying with the way it floats. I really like the designs of the ancient Pokemon a lot more than the future ones. The ancient Pokemon I think are really cool, while the future ones are modified versions of existing Pokemon similar to the ancient ones, but they're all robotic. And I'm not a fan of how every future Pokemon is just robotic. I'm happy they're at least not all Steel-type. And most can be used in PBR for making team for AI Sada Turo. Yes, and I've actually done that before. I've used a team before in a video at some point. Probably called Sada Turo something in the title. Anyway, let's focus on the battle because this is important. Let's heal just in case I don't take them out. We should have 6 more turns left for Reflect. If all goes well, I should only need 1 turn of Reflect. Going into Roaring Moon. Having more is good. Ah, there's a special defense wrap. This means I'm in death range for a crit. And if I heal now, they're just even if they don't crit, they take more damage from me, so I have to attack now. This is why I'm happy at least the first 2 were not crit. If they don't crit me on both hits, I might just survive. No, I don't Terra. Ooh, grassy terrain would have been nice for energy ball boost, but 15 levels difference. Super effective. I'm fast. Come on, friend ball. Be a good friend ball. Good friend ball. Pixie. You ready to save Paldea? Go. Here's the plan with Pixie, and I've done this in 1 or 2 fights throughout the game before. Send it in against a Dark type, or at least something with a Dark type move. With the Dark type move being optimal against Pixie, because it's a pure Psychic type. A little bit of the Stealth Rock damage, I like that. I'm shuttered because they have a super effective move. Booster energy, boost the attack. That's not just Elements, that's Mega Elements. And the thing is, the ace Pokemon of Professor Turo is not just a Mega. It's a fusion of Gallade and Gardevoir with a bit of their Mega in there too. Iron Valiant is a fusion. It's not really a fusion, it's an official fusion, but it's a fusion of the designs. It has Gardevoir and Gallade in it. Alright. They're going to Night Slash and murder Pixie. Except I'm going to turn my weakness into a resistance. And with that Terra, I'm going to stab 4 times super effective, kill the Roaring Moon in 1 hit. I really hope that with the crit, it's not enough. Because if they don't crit, I have Reflect up, I should survive relatively safely. With a crit, they ignore Reflect. With their power, with their stats, it becomes a really scary fight. Hopefully this is the final time I have to press a button for Hall of Fame, even though technically there's a fight after this. Pixie! Crystallize with the power of her hopes and dreams! Terra Fairy! That's more than Mega, that's Primal Reversion. Yeah. Like Flair said, Roaring Moon, you'd better pray to Arceus. Oh, 17 damage! Dazzle, dazzle! Boom! I did not need Reflect. Eevee Light. Fairy. The next fight can't be lost. Hall of Fame. 6 Hall of Famers. Sucks that we had the 1 death. We lost her to Dunsparce. Really sucks we lost her to Dunsparce. But with the Dunsparce on the team instead of Friend Ball, some of these fights would have been a lot less safe. All the Grey Tusk fights, Sandy Shooks. I might have used the Dunsparce there still. But it was less safe. I wouldn't have had Reflect, even though Reflect I ended up needing it. No, Casper. You're just a baby. Just like Lids would say, you're just a baby. You're kind of off, you're just a baby. Oh wait, we get to see the Sport Ball in action. Because normally you throw the ball, you can't really tell too much of what the ball is, because it doesn't really, it's not really on screen much, and I think it's just Gen 6 and 7? I'm not 7, no, 7 doesn't have the balls in the Hall of Fame, it's Gen 6 and then 5? Not even the original, so it's Black, White 2 and then all the Gen 6 that show you the balls of the Pokemon in the Hall of Fame. Here you see them in the Poke Center, which is still cool. So I've seen the different balls of my Pokemon are in the Poke Center, which is really cool. Sorry you were alone for so long, Arvin. Security system failure! Security system failure! Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. Ooh, what's going on now? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What? Was keeping the time machine running truly all the Professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Sada's ID. Wait, what? Program initializing. Gathering terrestrial energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. Please. AI Sada disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initialized. And I love how they do this start of the fight. The disturbance. Being overridden. One more Pokemon. You're not getting in my way. AI Sada? No. You are challenged by the Paradise Protection Protocol. Let's go. Kleavor, wanna have one more fight? Go! Sport Ball! Okay, no Sport Ball. That was locked. Let's run. Okay, but... Let's do our Pokemon's homework. How are we even supposed to battle? Run. Oh, some crazy electrical signals jamming our Pokeballs. Even I can't get them open. My Pokemon? Right on. I choose you. You're Sada's Pokeball. I have one more ball that works. I have faith in you, buddy. Let's settle the score against this boy. Koraidon. Let's do this. Battle form. Koraidon. Mode change to... Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Battle form. Let's do this. Telecom Pulse. They're holding a Heat Rock to make it last for 8 turns. Collision Course! These moves look so cool. This and the Miraidon's move. What's it called again? Nope. I don't remember, but it's really cool. You will fall here, within this garden paradise, and achieve nothing in the end. Flamethrower battle! Electro Drift, yes. Electro Drift fail for the music. Sure. You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goals will be eliminated. Collision Course! What's strong on Koraidon? Physical electrical attack. Hang in there, Savannah. Come on, Koraidon. Definitely higher physical. Can I even heal? I can actually heal. Oh. Not that I need to. The data says that I am the superior. Fall and become the foundation upon which my dream may be built. I think my original playthrough I actually used Endure here. So I thought Endure was why I survived. No, it's not. Yeah, Koraidon just loves me, that's why it survives. Totally. Alright. Let's get a boost. Collision Course. I did the same in my original Vital playthrough and I thought I was smart. Yeah, same for me. 5 turns are over. So it's the original length of drought, not the full one. Yeah, let's do this. Boost it further. Get some defense on 1 HP, sure. I get the Omni boost, which makes me faster than that Koraidon. So yeah, if you use Endure on turn 4, then you can actually survive regularly. But I'm pretty sure the programming makes you unable to lose. You always get stuff on 1 HP. Koraidon! Terraform! Feel the power of the mighty ancient dragon! And with one more swoop... Terra Blast! I think it's very fitting that Terra Blast is meant to be the final attack. You defeated Paradise Protection Protocol. Envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into battles. The way that you would face not even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek, nor to fight for, a treasure all your own. And the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure above all else. Not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. What, you can just leave now, right when we finally reached you? I'm not only going so the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arvin, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the Professor, and so I understand better than any. Your mother truly loved you. I'm just gonna say anything like that now. No? I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Arvin, Koraidon, Savannah. It is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Mom! Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. Turns off. I hope the elevator still works. How could you just go? Arvin? You okay, bud? Yeah. Somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake. But when it said my name, using her voice, wearing her face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so I agree, this is so emotional, so well thought out. Arvin was pretty much a dickhead early on, but the reasoning, the way he felt so left alone, abandoned by his parents, finally gets to see them again, and then this. It's really emotional. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. Yes. I guess Koraidon is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Savannah Koraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right. You both did amazing. Thanks, Savannah. Yeah, that's my bud Savannah for you. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet she's finally having a real fun adventure of her own in the past. Yeah. Thanks, Benny. Yeah. Sorry. What should we do now, Savannah? I think we should head on out. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's get out of here and make our way home. There's a scene coming up. And I want to, after the credits have rolled, I want to go to the area that the scene was in. Because I'm pretty sure I know where it is. And then we're going to end it. Because I'm going to do post-game in my own time. This exact spot. I want to find this exact spot. I think I know where it is. Close to Bombardier. A bit down the path. Okay, everybody. Listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. If you can load up a snacks first, I'm in. Hey, Savannah, not you too! Nudge, nudge. Come on. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this. Yeah! Arvin, welcome to the Girl Squad. Let's go. I like that 2 of the 3 rivals are female. And also that the main one is female. Because it's pretty much always a male. And if there's a female, there's also a male. You have Sharon and Bianca. And this is the part of the stream that is going to get me demonetized. Or that's going to get muted. Because that happened in the Violet one. Even though it is in. So I'm actually going to do this really low volume. So it still plays, but it's hard to hear. See what that does with the VOD. Luckily, I didn't get demonetized, but I had to, I think, not mute this section. They were able to, with some kind of semi-AI program, take the music out, but sort of try to keep my commentary in. Any creative music is amazing, yeah. I wanted to test this on the VOD, what would happen with demonetization. I was actually able to keep monetization on the video, which I was surprised by with the VOD. It's really cool that this is there, but yeah, I understand why. Even though it's in a Pokemon game and it is a Pokemon theme, therefore I feel like it should be allowed. But it is a full-on song that's Yeah, there's rights from Game Freak and the Pokemon Company on it, but also Ed Sheeran just has the rights. But I feel like probably if I were to personally message Ed Sheeran and explain that I'm a Pokemon YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and would he be okay with me having this song in the video or in the stream, whatever? I'm not transforming it, I'm not singing, but it's part of the video game. I just complete the game and it plays as part of the credits, and I think it sounds really cool. I feel like he would say it's fine because like he made this song, he sung this song for Pokemon. That was the full intent. And I know he's a fan of Pokemon. Like, obviously has a singing career, but he is a fan of Pokemon. I remember, like, a month, 2 months ago, seeing a short video of him, Ed Sheeran, who was in some kind of stadium where he was going to perform. But they have this big, like, the big screens, let's say in a basketball stadium. You have these big screens up top where people could follow the game, or, like, some of the camera shots. He connected his Nintendo 64 to that giant flippin' screen. And that video shows him playing Pokemon Stadium, I'm pretty sure, on the giant screen. And he has his controller in his hand, sitting on the floor. That is so cool. I'm happy I did it without X items. I'm really proud of myself for that. I don't feel like I should disallow myself X items. Maybe max 3 per fight. I might set that up as a rule, but using items in battle, being able to heal in between is a lot already. And I like, in regular Nuzlocke, I always like to do hardcore Nuzlocke as a challenge, no items in battle. But here, considering the fact that you only have 3 URs on your team, is hard enough. And especially some of the later fights, Cynthia's fights, both in Gen 4 and Gen 8, Sada, Churro. There's some really hard fights, and how in the world are you going to do that if you can't overlevel? Because that's another rule I follow in hardcore Nuzlocke. And then... I forgot where I was going. PBR music, yeah, sure. What would make my day as well, or maybe my life, is to get Pokemon Battle Revolution music added to Spotify, the music is peak. Oh, yeah. Would be cool. Thank you, treasured friends. Something tells me my room is about to be invaded. I'm gonna post something in the Foreverlocke Discord in just a second. When will the stream end as well? Stream ends... Usually I do maybe a tiny thing after the credits. But now it... What did I say I wanted to do? I wanted to go to that area where the final little scene was. Where they said they would take a route around. And then it was one other thing that I wanted to check. You already faced Nimona in the strongest form. Yes. That is before the finale. Because normally... most Pokemon games end with Elite Four and Champion. However, this game has 3 different stories. Because most games have like the gym as your main thing, and then a side story as the evil team that intertwines with the main story sometimes. Here, there's 3 stories. You got your gyms, which culminate into E4 Champion, and then the Champion Nimona fight. You could do all of that before doing any of the other stories if you would choose to do so. Second is the evil team story. Team Star. Go to their 5 bases, beat the bosses, then fight Clavella and Penny. Third story is a story with Arven. Each of the rivals has their own story. You go to fight the Titans, you find the Herba Mystica, his dog gets better, you end up fighting Arven. Once you've completed all 3 of those stories, and have beaten all of them in their strongest form, all Penny, Nimona, Arven, that is when you unlock the story that I did today, which is going into Area 0. Oh yeah, we need to go to Clavell. Is that where we get the Master Ball? I think I can just leave, but I would like to have the Master Ball. I'm not going to use it yet. Master Ball, I'm going to have to check the catch rate on Koraidon and on Roaring Moon, but I'm pretty sure if it's the same as Miraidon and Iron Valiant, I think Iron Valiant was catch rate 10, Miraidon was 3, so I assume it's the same for Roaring Moon 10, and then Koraidon 3. So then Koraidon would be the one to catch with Master Ball, and then I would use Wo-Chien with Ruination to catch Roaring Moon. But I'll get all of those to level 100 first. Because I'm gonna go catch Okidogi, Fazenda PT, Monkey Dory, which are at like level 70 or something, I believe, in Kitakami. After this, not on stream. And then I'm gonna do Blueberry Academy, see how that goes. And one of the Pokemon I intend to use is Zacian, the Pokemon that I caught in Pokemon Sword. And the reason I put it in Gen 9 is because I want to use its fancy form, its sword form, its stronger move. I want to use Behemoth Blade and not just Iron Head. And yes, that exists in Gen 8, but because you only get the Pokemon in post-game, you only get the item in post-game, the Rusted Sword. Which means to get it into the Hall of Fame, while using Behemoth Blade, it's just not possible. However, if you have Zacian or Zamazenta, and you go to Porto Marinada to the auctions, there should be someone who happens to have the Rusted Sword available. Same if you take a Cubfu from the Gen 8 DLC, and take it to Porto Marinada, they have the scrolls. Or they can at least have the scrolls to evolve it into Urshifu. So my intent, like, I don't remember how much you need to do the entire DLC in Gen 8. Once I get the Shield in... How many playthroughs? I think it's playthrough 30 that Shield will be. This is 24. That's the first time I'm going to do Shield with DLC. Then I'll get Cubfu. I'd have to look into the details again of how much you really need to go to the end of that to unlock certain things. Are there Pokemon I even need to get? I kind of want to defeat the DLC at least once. But the easiest way to get Urshifu would be take the Cubfu, transfer it to Gen 9, just go to Porto Marinada, and then I have a really quick, really early game Urshifu. All I know is, I'm done feeling like some sort of lost little kid. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day till graduation with my buds here. And my bus tip, of course. Of course, I must remind you don't have enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. What? Oh. And let us not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public, your new champion rank, at least, should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Ooh, I know what you would celebrate. We should have a battle contest. Namoda, we just got back from saving the region. Could we not battle? Can we just go home and go to bed and sleep? A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app. If you play this game, Jacques has mentioned he's a developer of the Pokédex app. But unless you go to the classes, I don't think it's ever specified who the former gym leader is. But you might guess. It's Time. It's the math teacher. Her sister, Rhyme, is the ghost leader now. But that gym 1.5 years ago used to be run by Time, the math teacher who uses rock types. Hi, Geeta. But there was a bunch of anime I missed that I was just gonna binge. Thank you in advance for your eager cooperation. Oh, I mean, I'll do it. I mean, let me help. I'll catch up on One Piece next time. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and the last season of Attack on Titan. Black Clover, and the new Madoka Magica movie, and the Digimon movie. I wanna watch anime. I love Penny so much. And also in the DLC, yeah, Sword Art. In the DLC, she's like, Arvin turns out he doesn't have a phone. And she's like, how the hell do you survive without a phone? I took a few screenshots of, actually, I can pull up the screenshots right now. I'll just scroll back a bit, probably. Right here. There's a few screenshots. Oh, this was from Iona. You smashed that subscribe button when you defeat her. Oh, it's a Nintendo Switch. You have to tell me what games you've got on this thing. She's really into that. Then this. Excuse me, he doesn't have a smartphone. How is this kid even alive? And then, sugar and carbonation, my two love languages. Penny's amazing. Oh, it's so good. Also, this is the time that I got blasted by Dark Pulse. This is the time that Cinder burned me. When I got sludged. This is the time that I chose my starter and started this adventure. Back when Sir Quacks... Yeah, Sir Quacks was just a little Quaxley. And also, this is when I was playing Paper Mario and I was a hot dog. Oh, and Cinder took swimming lessons once. I think the game thought Cinder was still standing on the edge, but Cinder kept slipping down. So we just had a fight against a Psyduck. But as the battle progressed, Cinder slid down some more. That wasn't supposed to be a thing. But that's also what happened during this playthrough. Yeah, and post game I get actually I got all of these in my game as well. But in the post game I get to see this one, and I get to see this one. And this one, I get to do the quiz with Lacey again. I get to see Drayton, Amaris. Have her call my Corrado Agias because it says Agias instead of its name. Alright. I hope there was the thing that I also wanted to do that I'm not gonna forget that. There were two things, but the main thing I said I wanted to do. Oh, well, it just went midnight, so there's new raids. Huh. I'm going to that area that the final scene was in. That's around here. With these in the background. No, it should be here. I had the windmills in the background so that it'd be here, so then this path would make sense. Because it has the League building in there too. League building is there, so it should be this path right here. It should be right here. And I think there's a stake around there too for one of the ruins for Chen Pao. But I already have caught Chen Pao. Oh yeah, I do need to catch Chiyu, the fish. But that's something I'll do off stream. Probably no more Foreverlocke for me today. I'm gonna do some other things. I'll play some throughout the next few days. Have some fun. Not gonna set up for the next run yet because there's a lot of post game to do. For those that are in the Foreverlocke Discord, I'll keep you updated there with what I'm doing. And then the next time you'll see me on stream with Foreverlocke will be next Wednesday? Oh, it's not this week. Yeah, because Wednesday is always my Foreverlocke stream. Here we go, this is the place. Windmills in the background. Poké League building there. This is the spot where it happens. Arvin would be around here when he gets pushed. And the girl squad was waiting for him around here. Oh, I never took that final selfie, did I? Let's bring up Pixie. I feel like if I had to name an MVP, it would be Pixie. Dude, get the hell out of here. I don't... Pixie! One more fight, even though technically I'm not allowed to use you anymore. Sidekick. Okay. Pixie, go. Pixie, stand still. Stand still, look this way. I said stand still! What is wrong with you? I pressed the stand still button. Stand still. Oh, is that the move again button? Okay, stand still now. Yes. Then we selfie. On the selfie stick. Am I too close to you to see you? Selfie. Stick. Oh, I'm staying too far. I have to... It needs to look a bit more to me. I need to be a little in front of it. Oh, I need to not take the regular photo. I need to Go to profile, do it from there. Change photo. Profile picture. Take new. Oh, you can't flip and see her from that side. Better. I still can't see her very well. Thanks for your help, Pixie. You were awesome. You helped me save Paldea. Alright, that'll be it for the stream. Thank you very much for coming to the finale. We got 6 more Hall of Famers in the Foreverlocke, so I go up from 121 to 127. I got the 3rd Foreverlocke Discord member in the Hall of Fame with Casper the Rookidee. The next potential Pokemon from the Foreverlocke Discord that gets in would be in Gen 5, so 3 runs from now when I do Black, because there's a decent amount of Foreverlocke Discord members in Gen 5, although most of them are high level, so we'll see what happens with deaths and stuff if I add them to the team. I might catch a new Yumi there, because I think I still need the Swatloon, Swaddle. And then, technically one of them wants to become an Apollyon, but I'm going to start Platinum with Turtwig. I've already decided that. Like just Turtwig slot. And there's a stream. See you on Saturday for Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Or maybe if I have Mario Party at that point, we might do a Mario Party stream, but probably still Paper Mario. For the Foreverlocke, I'll keep updating you in the Foreverlocke Discord how it's going. And on stream, we'll see you next week, Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching. And make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.